Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Wednesday, 31st of July 2024. Martyrdom of Shahid Udham Singh. 31st of July marks the date when Comrade Udham Singh achieved martyrdom in 1940. According to Wikipedia, Udham Singh born Sher Singh 26 December 1899, 31st of July 1940, was an Indian revolutionary belonging to Ghadar Party and HSRA, best known for assassinating Michael O'Tyre, the former Lieutenant Governor of the Punjab in India. On 13 March 1940, the assassination was done in the revenge of the Jallianwala Bagh massacre in Amritsar in 1919, for which O'Dwyer was responsible and for which Singh himself was a survivor. Singh was subsequently tried and convicted of murder and hanged in July 1940. While in custody, he used the name Ram Muhammad Singh Azad, which represents the three major religions in India and his anti-colonial sentiments. Shahid Udham Singh. So, starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper, The Hindu states that Metro Dam officials warn of rise in discharge. Metro Dam. WRD issues a flood warning to 12 collectors of the Delta region. Discharge may increase to 1.25 lakh cusics. Officials say and request those living in the low-lying area to move to safety. Inflow into the Stanley Reservoir in Mettur stood at 54,459 cusics, and the water in the dam reached the full reservoir level of 120 feet at 6 p.m. on Tuesday. BJP President Nadda criticizes Congress for sitting on MS Swaminathan report. Union Minister J.P. Nadda speaks in the Rajya Sabha during the monsoon session of Parliament in New Delhi, Tuesday, July 30, 2024. J.P. Nadda said the erstwhile UPA government sat on the recommendations of the MS Swaminathan Commission and is now demanding a minimum spot price based on its recommendations. On Tuesday, the fourth day of debate in the Rajya Sabha on the general budget, elders from the ruling coalition and opposition continued their war of words for the employment, farmers' distress, and price rises. Often the discussions slip into the social issues such as the caste census and the status of marginalized communities, prompting the Rajya Sabha chairman Jagdeep Dhankar to intervene and say that he is proud of his Jat background. Gandhi family's caste martyrdom, Congress hits back at Anurag Thakur. Leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha Rahul Gandhi and the Congress MP KC Vinod Pal in the Parliament House on July 30. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge said his party is ready to listen to any casteist abuse, but it is determined to get a caste census done. The Congress on Tuesday said Gandhi family's caste is martyrdom, but the BJP RSS will never understand that, as it slammed the ruling party over its MP Anurag Thakur's apparent questioning of Rahul Gandhi's caste. Rajapaksa's party decides against backing Ranil in presidential election. The Rajapaksa's political party met on Monday to discuss strategy ahead of Sri Lanka's presidential polls. Party to field in its own candidate, widely expected to be a non-Rajapaksa, the Sri Lanka Porujana Paramahansa SLPP or People's Front, led by the once powerful Rajapaksa clan, which was deposed from power in 2022, has said it will not back President Ranil Wickremesinghe in the presidential polls in September month. Iran President Masoud Pezeshkian swore in with chants of death to America Israel. Newly elected President Masoud Pezeshkian Right takes his oath as a judiciary chief. Ghulam Hossein Mohseni Ejehi listens during a ceremony at the parliament in Tehran, Iran on July 30, 2024. Masoud Pezeshkian's victory has lifted hopes of a thaw in Iran's antagonistic relations with the West that might create openings for diffusing its nuclear standoff with the world powers. Iran's new president Masoud Pezeshkian was sworn in on July 30 after winning an election earlier this month by promising to improve ties with the world and ease restrictions on social freedoms at home. Israel says it hit around 10 Hezbollah targets in Lebanon, killed one fighter. A view shows damage after what security sources said was a strike on a bureau to southern suburbs Lebanon on July 30, 2024. The army also struck a Hezbollah weapons storage facility, terror infrastructure sites, military structures, and a launcher in southern Lebanon, the army said. The Israeli army said on July 30 it had struck around 10 Hezbollah targets overnight in 7 different areas of the South Lebanon, killing one fighter from the Iran-backed militant group. Israel says it has struck Beirut, targeting Hezbollah commander accused in death of 12 children and teens. People gathered near the site hit by what security sources said was a strike on Beirut's southern suburbs, Lebanon on July 30, 2024. A Hezbollah official and the group's TV station said that an Israeli airstrike hit by Hezbollah stronghold the south of Beirut on July 30 evening, causing the damage. Israeli military said Tuesday it carried out a strike on the Beirut, targeting the militant commander alleged behind the deaths of 12 children and the teens in the rocket attack on the Israeli-controlled Golan Heights over the weekend. Bangladesh mourns some 200 deaths at a student protest when down thousands are arrested. Activists clashed with the police during a song and march to remember victims of the recent countrywide deadly clashes in Dhaka, Bangladesh on July 30, 2024. Bangladesh is observing a day of mourning in the memory of more than 200 people killed in recent weeks during the violence that evolved from the student protests over a quota system that reserved 30% of the government jobs for war veterans. Bangladesh observed a day of mourning on July 30 in memory of the more than 200 people killed in recent weeks during the violence that evolved from student protests over the South Asian country's quota system for the government jobs. Taliban disavows some Afghan diplomatic missions abroad, rejects their consular services. Taliban spokesperson Zabullah Mujahid speaks during a press conference in Kabul on July 3, 2024. Is the Taliban's latest attempt to seize the control of the diplomatic mission since returning to power in 2021. Many of their leaders are under sanctions and no country recognizes them as Afghanistan's legitimate rulers. The Taliban on July 30 disavowed on many Afghan diplomatic missions. Was he saying it will not honor passports, visas, and other documents issued by the diplomats associated with Afghanistan's former Western-backed administration? Now going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper stated that Sarabjot from standby for Sarab to Olympic bronze. India's Sarabjot Singh celebrates after winning the Olympic 10 air pistol mixed team bronze medal, partnering Manu Bhaker at the Chaturnax shooting center on Tuesday. New Delhi, it was 2019 and the India team was in the hunt for fresh talent to replicate the stupendous success of the Saurabh Chaudhary at the World Junior level. Saurabh, a rare talent to emerge in Indian pistol shooting, has swamped the field at the Youth of Olympics, World Junior Championships and ISSF Junior World Cups. India-Vietnam to expand the cooperation during the Prime Minister Modi Pham Minh China's New Delhi visit. Vietnam Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh is set to hold the talks with the Indian counterpart Narendra Modi in New Delhi on August 1st. Vietnam's Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh is visiting India to inject new momentum into the comprehensive strategic partnership between the two countries and to expand cooperation into the new areas such as digital economy and renewable energy. Rahul Gandhi and Anurag Thakur clash over the caste in the Lok Sabha. BJP MP Anurag Thakur speaks in the Lok Sabha on Tuesday. Former Union Minister Anurag Thakur's controversial remark that people whose caste is unknown are talking about the caste census led to a massive uproar in the Lok Sabha. Leader of the opposition Rahul Gandhi, who on Monday promised a caste census if India group comes to power, said, "Whoever talks and fights for the SCSTs, OBCs will face such abuses. I will gladly accept such abuse." A visible upset. Samajwadi Party floor leader Akhilesh Yadav criticized Thakur and said, "How could you ask about the caste?" Thakur attacked the opposition over the issue of the caste census. He clarified that he said that someone who does not know about caste talks about the census. "I did not name anyone even as the uproar continued and Congress leaders demanded his apology. Now, going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, days and budget are red flags. SEBI proposes a measures to curb the speculative trading in the index derivatives. The Security and Exchange Board of India's consultation paper comes days after Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in the Union Budget for 2024-25 proposed to double the securities transaction tax (STT) on the futures and options segment of security effective October 1st, 2024. In the consultation paper, the markets regulator recommended to revise the minimum contract size of our index derivatives contracts in a phased manner. Google takes on two domestic rivals as the Indian Maps war heats up. Google Maps, Map My India, and Ola Maps all find themselves pitted against each other, with the end of the road being controlled of the lucrative digital mapping and the navigation market in India. While Google Maps is free for end users, businesses have to pay for integrating it with their services. Rupee edges up 1 paisa to close at 83.72 against the United States dollar. Traders said expectations were high that the Federal Reserve might signal rate cut as early as September month. The rupee appreciated 1 paisa to close at 83.72 broken against the United States dollar. On the Tuesday, amid a positive trend in the domestic markets ahead of the United States Fed policy announcement. The domestic currency was trading in a tight range of the 83.72 to 83.74 throughout the session. I'm going to the world news, including Israeli attacks, Lebanon's Hezbollah commander, Iran says sinful and cowardly. Colombia urges international audit of Venezuela. Election results. Watch police van set on fire as clashes break out in England's Southport Mosque. Investigation finds at least 973 Native American children died in abused United States boarding schools. Belarusian President Lukashenko pardons German citizens sentenced to death on terrorism charges. California's park fire engulfs Los Angeles, says that our area becomes one of the state's largest villages. Now, going towards the science and tech, we have India's open ecosystem face an unusual trees. A panoramic view of the Montane Shola forest in Skleshpur, Mudhigiri, November 13, 2013. Woody encroachment is direct result of human-driven factors that are changing the disturbances requirements or open ecosystem need to thrive. Increasing tree cover is often seen as a positive outcome of biodiversity conservation and a much-needed effort to combat climate change. What happens then if tree cover increases in areas that historically hosted a different habitat? 150% of customers' duty on lab chemicals alarms scientists. Chemicals that usually cost 1 lakh would now be bought at 250,000. Imported chemicals, reagents, and enzymes come under the category of the laboratory chemicals and are vital to experimental research across nearly every domain of the scientific research. 3Digital have thrown scientists across the country into the tizzy. Budget documents made public earlier this week show that the basic customers' duty on laboratory chemicals, a critical component of research, has been hiked to 150% from existing 10%. Punjab, Gujarat, Haryana top of the list with the H1N1 deaths. Punjab 41, Gujarat 27, and Haryana 26 have registered the largest number till June end. The country has recorded over 7,000 cases so far, of which Punjab, Gujarat, and Haryana have registered the largest number of deaths. Of the 150 recorded influenza A H1N1 deaths across the India, Punjab 41, Gujarat 27, and Haryana 26 have registered the largest number till the end of the June month as per the Health Ministry data, while Delhi have 1,563, Gujarat 1,049, and Rajasthan 1,008 have the largest number of cases. Warming of Arabian Sea linked to Wayanad landslides, says climate scientists. A damaged car at the landslide site in the Wayanad, Kerala, has been battered by torrential downpours, and collapse of a key bridge at the disaster site of the Wayanad district has hampered rescue efforts. Kasaragod, Kannur, Wayanad, Kozhikode, and Malappuram districts have been receiving a copious rainfall due to the active monsoon offshore trough affecting the entire Konkan region for the last 2 weeks, says expert. Warming of the Arabian Sea is allowing the formation of deep cloud systems, leading to extremely heavy rainfall in the Kerala in a short period and increasing the possibility of the landslide, a senior climate scientist said on Tuesday. Cases of the illegally contaminated cough syrup leading to death in the children have been reported in the past. Anupriya Patil tells the Rajya Sabha, Union Minister of the State Health and Family Welfare, Anupriya Patil. The World Health Organization had issued one of such alerts mentioning that laboratory analysis of samples of certain Indian drug products confirmed that they contained unacceptable amounts of diethylene glycol or ethylene glycol as contaminants. Ministry of State Health Anupriya Patil said. Isolated cases of illegally contaminated cough syrup leading to the death of the children have been reported in the past, Minister of the State Health Anupriya Patil told the Rajya Sabha on July 30. One health approach is crucial to tackle the emerging diseases, Union Health Minister says to Rajya Sabha. The National One Health Mission stresses collaborative and integrated research and development of medical countermeasures, including vaccines, diagnostics, and therapeutics against the pathogens with an outbreak potential. The key pillars of the National One Health Mission to tackle new and emerging diseases are technology, enable and integrated surveillance across human, animal, and wildlife habitats, a national network of labs, and integrated R&D for medical countermeasures, Minister J.P. Nadda said. Union Health Minister J.P. Nadda on Tuesday informed the Rajya Sabha that epidemics such as a Nipah virus outbreak and COVID-19 originated from a non-human source and crossed over a human at the animal-human interface, highlighting the importance of a One Health approach that integrates human, animal, and environmental health to tackle the emerging diseases. No data to establish a correlation of deaths exclusively due to air pollution, Central tells Rajya Sabha. Supervisor from the chimney of an industry on the outskirts of the Chennai. Ministries of the State for Health Anupriya Patil in a written response said the government has taken several steps to address the air pollution to reduce its levels across the country. There is no conclusive data available in the country to establish direct correlation of deaths diseases exclusively due to air pollution. Minister of the State for Health Anupriya Patil told the Rajya Sabha on Tuesday, July 30, 2024. At last, there is a famous quotation said by Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, whose birth anniversary is 14 April 1891, up to 6 December 1956, was an Indian jurist, economist, social reformer, and a political leader who headed the committee drafting the Constitution of India. From the Constituent Assembly debate, served as the Law and Justice Minister in the first cabinet of the Jawaharlal Nehru, and inspired the Dalit Buddhist movement after renouncing Hinduism. In 1990, the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award, was posthumously conferred on Ambedkar. The salutation Jai Bhim, used by followers, honors him. He is also referred to by the nickname Baba Sahib, meaning respected father. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar says a famous quotation. He says that justice has always evoked ideas of equality, of proportion, of compensation. In short, justice is another name of liberty, equality, and fraternity. He also says that if you believe in the living a respectable life, you believe in self-help, which is the best help. Mr. Ambedkar also says that law and order are the medicine of the body and politic. And when the body politic gets sick, medicine must be administered. Okay, thank you.